Okay, so we are going to break down how to create a business portfolio. So we're going to type in business.facebook.com. This is how we're going to set up our business page, Instagram page, sync it all together so we can go in and run ads. So what you're going to do is type in business.facebook.com. You'll go into the login where you saw it logging in to that first time. Now we can go into business page and set up the next steps. So like in here, you'll go over to this drop down bar. It should have, when you log in, the business portfolio. So jumping into it, we will click this account right here. And the best portion of where we can go into is the settings side. Send email. Let me check my email. Okay, so we got that submitted in. Now I'll show you from the breakdown of users. I'm going to use a plumbing company for reference. So we'll come in here, and this is your business portfolio info. We want to make sure that down in this section below that we have our email and it's confirmed. If we're going to have another agency on or we're just going to run ads, this is another step verification that needs to be put in. You'll go through, you'll add all of your business info, your legal name, address, business phone number, website. If we don't have a website, we will set one up in the CRM section. And the next steps, adding people. If you have employees that you want managed, you can give them partial management by inviting people here. You type in their email, go with this one, next, and go partial access to this. You can give them advanced options if you want them running ads, or if you're going to be the main one running ads, this is how you would do it, and just do full control. If you want if you have an employee, I would not recommend doing this one, just in case. Giving them access to run ads, set everything up in here, and have the apps and integrations keyed is fine for partial access. You just click next, then you go in and you assign the accounts, and we'll set up in another ad account in a second. So once that's all done, you go through, click next, you sync these. We're going to click this one. You'll go through, give full control of the business page. Then the next step is your ad account. And then going through here and pixels. Then you click next and it assigns those people through there. So what we will be doing is creating a business page. If you already have a business page, we can do that. And we can add an existing Facebook page here. And it's a simple search. So if we own an ice cream shop, or we already have like an HVAC company, or even a e-commerce store, maybe a jewelry store that's online, you want to sync it to that page, review people, and you send a request. Then once that's in, it's going to look like this. So we're just going to go off of Medford's Plumbing, and you can go in here and assign people for who's going to have control of the Facebook page. Once that's put together, then we're going to go to add account. Simple ad account creation. We can create a new ad account, or we'll just create a new one. I just do a simple, I'm going to do white label 1, 2 actually. But how I would name this is your business name, ad account. Then you select your time zone. So we're in Phoenix. Boom. Next. This is going to be for my business. You can add an existing partner, and I'll show you how to do that in the end of it. But my business, boom, add account. Once this is created, you'll add your card information. So you just add payment information, select the current time zone, go here. You can add this portion where you add the payment information, credit card. You can add PayPal or online banking. You click next, then fill out, click save. Once that is done, now we can move over to data sources right here. Then we're going to go click and go down to data sets. This is where we set up a pixel. This is for adding a piece of coding that we install onto the either funnel page or the main header of your website. That way, when new leads or customers are coming in through the funnel, it will send the customer's data back to Facebook to run the ads more efficiently. It's going to find, oh, these people are viewing this page. They clicked on the ad, so we want to show your ad to those more of those people. If they booked a call, scheduled a call, then it's going to prioritize the ones that have booked a time with you, that have bought from you, bought a product, or scheduled a service, to target and prioritize those leads to show your ads to more people like them. Once that's put together, we'll just name, and I'm only putting white label 2. You should put your business name here and say like, oh, website. That's what we're gonna plug into. So this is going to sync with that ad account, white label 2. And you can always go back in and rename as well if you need to. And you can also view this in the event manager tab, which I'll show you in a second. Here it is. With this little pencil icon, this is where you can rename it. Now jumping back into it, once those are in, now the next steps are going back to your pages and making sure that we assign the correct people, you, onto these pages. And the ad account will assign people. Boom. Full control. There we go. And then we go to data sources. We go to data sets. White label 2. We're going to assign both of me. Once that's done, you can go through this settings side. I highly recommend just going through the URL up here, going to your bookmarks tab and adding the bookmark. This is where you can obviously categorize, organize everything for easy access of managing your account. Now we will jump into Ads Manager next. Okay, so we are going to add in here now a new campaign. Now we're in the Ad Manager. We're going to click this Create button. We're going to go, and leads are for instant forms, Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, conversions, and calls. We can hook up to get more calls to our business. We can hook it up for Instagram, which I highly suggest, and we will do in this video. If you have a product that you're trying to sell, sales is a good one. Traffic, it would be another one where we just send the viewer to a landing page or your website that has all of the products for sale, like on Shopify or whatnot. But for the main structure of this business, a lot of it boils down to the same thing. All we need is more views, more eyes for people to follow us and be a part of our company. We can do that by Instagram. It's proven, it's simple. You just have to message people in the DMs. We're going to slightly tweak what I normally set up for businesses. But to kick it off, we're going to click the new campaign name. So what we're going to do, we can do top of funnel. TOF means top of funnel. We're going to do med, plumbing, because we're on a plumbing company. And we're going to date it for 27/25. And then we're going to name this one broad, because we're not going to set up a specific target behavior or interest in this campaign or this in the ad set. We're going to set it up broad, so just the location. Once that's done, you're going to go over to the next button, and you can see here the different conversion types. This is how are we going to take that viewer and where do we want to direct them? Do we want to direct them on a website, or do we want to direct them on filling out their information to go into our CRM? Or do we want to keep them on the platform, have them message us about our service, about our product, how to schedule a call, and then we can get more information from them while they're on Facebook, while they're on Instagram, because this is where they're going to find you. About 80 to 90% of people typically are always going to convert from this method and show interest in your business. So right now, what we typically do is run it on an Instagram. I don't have the Instagram page hooked up to this one, so we're going to test it out on Messenger. But Messenger and Instagram is the same layout. You're just making sure that we go over here and we connect the account of Instagram. This is where we would go through, we click continue, and then log into the Instagram account that the business name is on. If you need to switch an account, or you log in as the main one. That's how we do that for running Instagram ads. But we have the Facebook profile already set up. Let's try this out. We're now going to scroll down to budget, strategy, and scheduling. let's say we're going to do $5 a day for this broad ad set. And I'm sorry, I did one of my mistakes. I didn't name it first. And I always need, if we're selling a product or a certain offer that for our services, let's say we're doing 50% off on t-shirts, then I'd do 50% t-shirt for the naming category, or $50 off drain cleaning, like that, something in that manner. And when we go through the offers portion of the course, we'll give you a full sheet to break down the best offer to run for your business. Now, once we have the budget set, we're doing $5 a day, and we set it up on Messenger. We're going to scroll down to location. And then we're going to simply type in this box here. Gilbert, Arizona. That's going to show the city. It's going to zoom in. Now we have our location mapped. You can click this little arrow drop down icon here, and then we can increase the radius or we can decrease the radius. Let's say we want to keep it at 10 miles. We're a local business. We want to make sure that we're getting local views. All the ads that we're going to run are going to be shown in this little radius here. So your ad's going to be shown in Chandler, Mesa, Queen Creek, a little bit into that. So then we will scroll down here. Now we're going to show more controls. So we want the minimum age to 21. I know the minimum we can set it at is 25, but we can go in and change and show suggestions here. And this is where we can close that gap. Maybe we will only want to show it to 45-year-olds and 21-year-olds. And we can go and do English only, Spanish only. We don't really need to add languages. It's going to show it to everyone if you just leave all languages. And then for genders, maybe it's a yoga studio. For women, we just want to do women, or men. For a certain gym program that will strongest pecs ever offer, then we can go into clicking there, and then there's the detailed targeting. This is where we can get refined. Now, we did label this a broad ad set, so we wouldn't put anything there. That's the definition of the ad structure. Is if we're going to go broad, we're just going to click the location and select an age range that is appropriate to make sure that we're not spending money willy-nilly, and we're showing our Pilates class to 80-year-old women. That wouldn't be our target market. Our target market would be like 18-year-olds and 45, 55-year-olds. That's where we want to make sure that we're not just spending money freely. We do need to narrow it down, but You get the gist of it. So then after that's done, we like what we're doing. Maybe when we do a more detailed targeted, maybe we select for income. Now we can do household income. Maybe we're selling a high-end product. This is where income would be done, and we only want to test out the income range and keep it income only. This is how that would be set up. Now we go into placements, set up placements, go to only devices and operating systems. This is where you can select mobile only or desktop only. I highly recommend you can do both. Just keep it on both. Platforms. So now that's where is our ad going to be shown? The platform on Facebook or the platform on Instagram. Maybe we don't want to show our ad in Messenger, which would be ideal. I would not set it up in Messenger or Audience Network. Just do Facebook and Instagram. If we're running Instagram ads, then what I select is Instagram only, but we don't have the Instagram hooked up to this account right now. So we're going to do Facebook and Instagram. It'll still send a message in Messenger. Then we can do placement controls. So now we can get into the more refined area. Maybe we're shooting a video ad about our business. We want to go in and select feeds. We don't want to show into the Explore page. Maybe we only want to show on Facebook feed, profile feeds, Instagram feeds, profile feeds, and we don't want to show it in the marketplace either. And we want to do the stories. And we want to take off these here. So what I run, I'd say about 95% of the time is this layout here, and we get good results on it. Once that's done, now we're going to click next. Go over here. We're going to name it again. So we'll just date it first. Oops. And we're doing broad 50% off. Or we're doing $50 off. That's like the description of the ad. So then when we come into here, now we have that set up and we like what we're doing. We're going to select an ad image. Maybe we're going to run, let's see, what's this one? $55 off. And these already have account images. What I would do is go into upload. If you recorded a video, going through here, you wanted to post the video in, you can go to your photos, click the Photos app. When you save it to your phone, boom, you upload it, and then that gets added into this section. Then you click next. We're going to make sure that we can format it correctly. Then we're going to click next. This is where our copy comes into play. Most of the copy you can get off of ChatGPT. I will have a course that you can click, getting the copy ready. Go to that one, grab the copy, tell it the offer, and then it will generate a good copy text here, and then a headline here. And let's just fill this out. and now we have that set up. Here's the image animation. I normally leave the enhancements off, but it's your choice. You can feel for it. They do have, it's a lot better now. Facebook has put a lot into this, so they will have better layouts, visual, text improvement. They'll add music to it. So we'll leave it on for this one. So now we got our text, we got our headline. Now our call to action is send message. So that will show a little send message box right here. And then our next step is message template. What are the automated message questions that people will answer so you get the correct, their info and whatnot? Then we can go to create a messenger. Here's a welcome message. This is where we would come in and lay out basically what the question text would be like. What type of service are you needing, or were you interested in getting your pipes cleaned? Is your toilet clogged? Something like that. They can go yes. Then the disqualification and or completion. So they'll go into the next question if you select this form. The next question here, and then you can add another option. So this is where we can have like multiple questions to really qualify the lead. I typically only ask one or two, well, mainly two questions to get the best info to then prime them into the city. You can also, add a different question here. So if you don't want the city, we can delete this one. And we want to add a question on what's their phone number. And then we can add a question of where is their street located. Or if it's more service based, maybe we want to add a custom question, but there is so many variations that we can put into it. Completion message. You can send a promo code so they can grab a discount for their next purchase. A website link so they can go and book a time on your calendar or schedule an appointment on your CRM system. And then the privacy policy, which we can set up easy here. And then we can also go into advanced, name the template, $55 off service. Then a reminder, we can send a reminder message that comes out if they don't respond to you. And we can connect other apps. So when we connect our CRM, this will be synced into it. And then there's keywords that we can put in to have them stop messaging or an error message. Typically this never happens. I've not seen it yet, but once that's in, you can preview it and then you click save. Oops, I didn't answer this one. Let's just remove that. Boom. Now, once that's done, now you'll see that this one's in existing template, and we have our form here. Now we can track our website events, and we would go into the Pixel in Advanced Manager, and then we can also do offline events here. So no matter what, it will be tracking for whoever clicked here, sent you a message, or added you to follow. That's where it'd be set up. Then we go down, click publish, and share your win. You created your first ad. This is the very simplistic breakdown. I'll give a more in-depth breakdown on different strategies, and you can hop on the calls with me, and I can give you more further in-depth breakdown from there. But you fully launched your first ad to get more leads for your business only at $5 a day. Remember, we're spending $5 a day on this ad. Even if you get 2 to 3 people to come in to the store or book an appointment service or buy a product, we're at least making money towards it, and we can go over the tracking and KPIs from there. But and we can hop on the call. Maybe something's not working. I'll take a look at it. You can show me, and we can break it down from there. But this is you have now successfully launched your first ad. So share your win inside of the group. I'm pumped. I'm pumped for you. This is exciting. We're moving in the right direction. We're getting more leads, doing all of that. So once that's in, I'll see you in the next course.